All right, guys, welcome back to the Rolling Grill. Today we got a go on a banger, especially for spring and summertime, and that is flank steak. Picked it up at my local Whole Foods. I think I'm gonna reverse sear it. I don't know, maybe I'll grill it, maybe I'll reverse sear it, who knows. Propane smoker, charcoal smoker, who knows. But I also picked up some tomatoes. I think I'm gonna try to pair it up like a smoked tomato relish or something like that. So who knows, y'all, but y'all stay tuned, right? On the Rolling Grill. Yeah, boy. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started with the tomatoes first. These are just some, it says Wild Wonder cultivated gourmet medley of tomatoes. It's basically cherry tomatoes, and I don't know what you call these, but most of them are just cherry tomatoes. But anyway, this is what we want to do. Get your nice paring knife. We're going to split them in half, and we're going to actually throw these on the smoker, on the grill, however I do it, with the meat. So this is all we're gonna do, and then I'll come back in a minute and show you the next step. But that's basically all you're gonna do. All right, so now let's unveil the flank steak. This flank steak, like I said, is a 1.5 pound, and man, look how much that thing cost me. Yeah, probably should have went to Sam's Club, but that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes you get what you pay for. So would have probably been cheaper at Sam's Club, would have got a lot more, or Costco, but you know, it's all good. This one right here is pretty small. Usually I get them, they're pretty thick. You know, when you buy them at your places like Sam's, they're usually pretty thick. But anyway, doesn't matter, doesn't matter. All right, what I wanna go over is the grains. If you'll see, the grains are running straight down on this one. So when we finish with it and we cut it, you gotta always remember, you cut against the grain. So we're gonna cut against the grain, but just know before you cook it, if you're new to it, that the grains are running down. I mean, you can clearly see them. You can clearly see the grains. So anyway, let's get to it. All right, this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna give you guys one of my secrets. I've used this stuff for years. I usually use it to finish off my briskets. I'll put it on at the end when I'm getting ready to wrap my briskets to help it develop inside that au jus. But anyway, I use it on beef. It's perfect on any cut of beef. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys my secret. Some of you probably already know. Claude's brisket marinade. Don't even worry about the brisket part. It's good on brisket too, but nobody marinates brisket. But if you're talking about adding some flavor to any kind of steak, any kind of beef ribs, whatever, this stuff is good. I get it every time I go to Texas. I go to HEB. I load up on it. You can also buy it online as well. This is not a sponsorship for them. I'm not sponsored by it. I buy my stuff. But another good one is called Golden Bucket. But this stuff is phenomenal. And anyway, you just want to shake it up. It's got stuff like Worcestershire and a whole bunch of other liquid smoke and all kind of stuff in it. Which is why I told y'all, don't be afraid to use liquid smoke. Sometimes it's hidden right inside some of your favorite marinades. But anyway, I'm just gonna add a little bit to it. A little goes a long way. And you just wanna rub it in there. Some people say, you don't need to marinate flank steak. Get out of here with that. This stuff is delicious, trust me. And this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let it sit. I usually let it just sit in this, no seasonings, no nothing, for about 1 or 2 hours. If you want to, you can punch it down in it as well. You don't really need to. This is flank steak. Flank steak is super tender. But if you want to push this marinade down, then get you your card and do just like that. So I'm gonna fold this back up, put this back in the refrigerator, let this sit up for about 1 or 2 hours because the marinade is gonna give it such a deep, rich flavor. And that's it, y'all. Y'all stay tuned. Be back in a minute. All right, guys, welcome back. All right, our flank steak has been in the refrigerator for about 2 hours, just sitting in that marinade. So this is what we want to do next. Man, if you could smell it. So we're gonna move it to a drier part of this, and we're gonna go ahead and get it seasoned up right here on this butcher paper. My seasonings for today are grilling dust, my grilling dust, and some black pepper. Real simple. All right, so all I'm gonna do is hit it with some cooking spray. Go ahead and get it seasoned. I'm gonna go on with a heavy coat because remember, we are going to cut this steak on the bias, so you're really only going to be getting a little bit of this seasoning in your mouth at one time anyway. Hit it with a little black pepper. I'm gonna let it sit up for about 5 minutes, absorb the flavors, flip it over, do the same thing. All right, flip it over. Hit it with a little cooking spray, olive oil spray, whatever you want to use. Another little coat of my grilling dust. Use any kind of seasoning you want. This one has like heavy bits of garlic, dry garlic and onion in it. Pretty good on steak or any kind of beef. And a heavy coat of black pepper. And as I said before, I'm gonna let it absorb in for 5 minutes. I've got my grill lit. I'm using Cowboys lump charcoal today. And that's what's gonna give me this flavor. I'm gonna cook it low and slow because I want it to kind of reverse sear, kind of absorb all the smoke. And man, you talking about flavorful? Woo, stay tuned. All right, moving on to the tomatoes. All right, what you wanna do is get something. This right here actually comes out of my air fryer. It's a nice little basket, small holes in it. I'm not worried about them falling through. I sprayed this down with cooking spray. So I'm gonna take my tomatoes and I'm just gonna spread them out on this tray. No particular order. I just want them all to move around a little bit, and I wanna at least create enough space for that charcoal flavor, smoke flavor, whatever you have from the lump charcoal to penetrate these tomatoes. So there it is. That's how it's going in the smoker. All right, we're gonna close it up. We're gonna go low and slow. I'm gonna come out and check it in probably about 30 minutes. All right, just so you know, I'm running about 275 over lump charcoal. I don't know if you can see it down there. Yes, sir. All right, let's check it out. This is 30 minutes later. And you can see some of the tomatoes have started to pull back a little bit, start to dry up. That's what we're looking for. We don't want to over smoke them. That is perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these off. All right, we have just taken these tomatoes off the smoker. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna let them sit in this bowl and let them come down to room temperature. Okay? All right, while they're sitting here and they're still warm, I'm gonna take a little bit of chopped garlic. This is chopped garlic. And this is probably about a half a teaspoon. And I'm gonna hit it with that. I'm just gonna move them around a little bit. I just want the heat from the tomatoes to warm through the chopped garlic. And that's it. We're just gonna let them sit here, sweat a little bit, and then we'll come back and finish off the magic. All right, folks, and after 45 minutes, I dropped the grate down, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to sear it off on both sides for about 5 minutes, and then on the cutting board it goes. Looks good though. You can tell it took on some good smoke. Yeah, boy. All right, guys, while our flank steak is finishing up, I wanna go ahead and get these tomatoes finished off. This is our little smoked tomato relish again. So, this is what I have. We're gonna use olive oil. Just wanna show you guys. We're gonna use red wine vinegar, a little crushed red pepper, cracked black pepper, and a little sea salt. So let's get to it. All right, first things first is I like to go in with some red wine vinegar. Now I'm not gonna measure, but if I was to tell you what to do, I would probably say, if I was to tell you how to measure it, I would probably say go with 2 tablespoons. So that's 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. Any vinegar will work other than maybe white vinegar. I wouldn't use white vinegar, but anyway. Now, next up, red pepper flakes, just a shake. All right, now we got some fresh cracked black pepper. You don't want to go too crazy. All right. Now, olive oil. I'm gonna do this, let's say 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons of olive oil. And then we're just gonna mix that up. Remember, we already put the garlic, the chopped garlic in there while the tomatoes were still warm. And what you wanna do is kind of like smash the tomatoes in there a little bit. Now, salt. You always wanna salt to taste. So I'm gonna do 1 nice pinch of salt. All right, and lastly, you wanna add just a touch of coconut sugar. The sugar is kind of gonna balance out that acidity from the tomatoes and from the vinegar. And it's kind of just round everything together. And so that's what we're looking at. If you want to, you can add more olive oil. And this right here is ready to go. So let's go ahead and get this steak. All right, guys, and here goes our beautiful flank steak. Total cook time on this was about an hour, like 45 minutes on low temp in the smoke, and then the last 15 minutes kind of searing it off over direct heat. But I'm gonna let it sit here and rest for about 5 minutes. I took it off at about 135. I'm gonna let it walk its way to like 140, which is about medium. So when you guys come back, it'll be cutting time. All right, guys, and just like that, we are finished. This is our beautiful flank steak. As you can tell, it's drawn up in size a little bit. That's just what's gonna happen when you're using a smoker or a grill. But anyway, here's our beautiful smoked tomato relish, smoked tomato chutney, whatever you want to call it. This stuff is phenomenal. This stuff will do really well in a refrigerator in a mason jar for a good week. This stuff is really good. All right, so let's go ahead and get to it. Again, remember I said the grains are running this way, so we are just gonna cut straight across. Starting on this end right here. Get you a nice sharp knife. I'm not even gonna go that big on the slices. I do a flank steak, a smoked flank steak, reverse sear flank steak actually, at the Lake Oconee Wine and Food Festival every year. And I pair it up with a nice chimichurri and some pickled red onions. And I'm telling you, it is a crowd favorite. People love it. Flank steak is wonderful. You can cool it down and put it in the refrigerator and put it in salads the next day. I mean, it's just a versatile piece of meat. All right. And I'm gonna cut it all. Let's fan it out and let you guys see what we're looking at. Let's fan that thing on out. Beautiful. Let's make sure I got it cut all the way. That's why you want your really sharp knife. I need to sharpen this one big. Let's fan it out. This is perfect for the springtime, summertime. Beautiful. You can eat it just by itself. No need for nothing else. I mean, it's just a beautiful summertime, springtime deal. Flank steak is just beautiful. All right, guys, and there is our beautiful flank steak. All you want to do is take your little tomato chutney and just come right down the middle. Yes, sir. Like I said, this is beautiful for the springtime, summertime. Take a little bit of that juice from it, right down the middle. And trust me, this right here is a true crowd pleaser. Pair it up with a few sprigs of oregano, and there you have it, y'all. Some beautiful flank steak with a smoked tomato relish right here on the Rolling Grill. So as always, I want to thank y'all for joining me here at the Rolling Grill. Good food, good vibes. Yeah, boy.